So we've seen lots and lots of big brands stepping into the Web3 space. Maybe they've been buying land in the sandbox, maybe they've been releasing some NFT drops. You know, we're seeing it and we're kind of letting it pass by a little bit. But last week, something happened and something changed the game, particularly for me, and I think it will for you as well, which made me think that when these two major global players decided to essentially do a very, very similar thing at the same time, it might be paving the way for the direction in which Web3 is actually going to go. And not only does that benefit the brands themselves, who obviously have already been doing really well in the space, but for us as consumers, it gives us that early indication of what the next smart move is. So in this video, I'm going to deep dive into what those big announcements are, what those brands have been doing, and whether or not that is the secret sauce to success. So let's dive right in. Okay, so what am I talking about? Well, I am talking about the fact that this week, Nike announced that it is launching its .swoosh metaverse platform. And why is this significant? Because you might be rolling your eyes and going, oh no, another metaverse platform. Well, this is going to be the home of Nike's virtual footwear, apparel and accessories, okay? So if you're going to want to shop for your avatar from Nike, then this is going to be the place to do it. And users will get access to exclusive events. You'll be able to collaborate with Nike designers on virtual products, and you'll even be able to earn royalties from the sales of those products as well, which is just a really great way of realizing the power of Web3 and taking certain control into your own hands as well. Now, what we do know is that Nike has already made a whopping $185 million off of NFTs, and this is something that has been topping the charts of all of the big brands that have stepped into the Web3 space. Now, part of the reason as to why this is because they've teamed up with Artifact. Now, Artifact have, really helped propel those sales. I think half of that $185 million is actually down to their Clone X launch that happened and the sales of that. It is the most ambitious product and within that kind of space at the moment, and their collection there allows you to kind of, for those member holders, to actually really get to grips with even more opportunities that Nike has got for you. And the crypto kicks have been doing really well if we look at the volume there as well. But I think the really big thing that Nike is doing is really saying, look, we know you love our products in real life, and actually in the digital space as well, you're going to love it even more. And what they're doing is they're trying to expand their community even beyond their initial Artifact holders and people who understand Web3. And this is where I think it's really clever, is that they are making moves to allow you, if you are not that au fait with Web3, to really get involved in their products as well. So one of the ways that they're doing this is that they are expanding the community by hosting events in cities that are not normally that first port of call for tech and innovation drops and information. So they are going to LA, but they're also going to other cities which are smaller cities to really host events and give early access to help focus on including a wider community. So you might get access codes to certain things that you can buy. You'll get told how to set up possibly a wallet, how to purchase these digital goods, and why that's important. And you know that I always think that education is key, and that's the way that we're all going to learn and grow in this space. And the fact that a major brand is doing that and then redirecting very cleverly to their new .swoosh platform, it's going to be really exciting. So we don't know what it looks like right now. I mean, this is all the information that's been given. Everything is kind of being kept a little bit under wraps, but I think that's really exciting. But that's what Nike is doing in the space. And I think that was a big piece of news that came out this week. And obviously Artifact fans are really excited about that. But then let's have a look at this other major player as well. And this is what cemented it for me to think that actually there's going to be a huge opportunity for us to really benefit from what these big players are doing in the space.
Oh,
Hello, you've just caught me on another NFT break. Well, whilst I've got you here, I just wanted to let you know that we're really pleased to say that we've partnered with the Tezos ecosystem for this video. Tezos is the blockchain that you can build, play and collect on, and its ecosystem is home to developers, creators and innovators from all around the world. It's also super environmentally friendly with an average energy footprint of just 17 global citizens. Now, knowing that, along with low gas fees and sustainability through innovation, you can rest assured that this is a green, clean blockchain. And don't just take my word for it. Some of the world's biggest brands are building their futures on Tezos, including Ubisoft, the New York Mets, Red Bull Racing, McLaren F1, and even Manchester United. So a huge thanks to the Tezos ecosystem for partnering with us on this video, and if you want to find out more about the Tezos blockchain, then make sure you check out all of the links in our description box below. But for now, let's get back to business. Adidas have released its first NFT collection with its sales generating 11 million. Now, this is it has got an NFT collection with its Into the Metaverse collection in collaboration. And this is an expansion of that. But actually, what this is digital wearables, okay? So if we look at what Adidas is doing, they've actually released for Into the Metaverse holders this opportunity to get part of a 16-piece collection. And it looks a bit bonkers, I'm not going to lie, but this is furthering its community-based member-first open metaverse strategy. So both massive brands in the last week have made their play on virtual wearables and have said, guys, if you are part of our community, if you are part of the wider community and you're thinking about getting into it, get into it now. And let me show you what some of this looks like, because it is so exciting to see. Now, this 16-piece collection is really bringing into the forefront the idea of virtual wearables. I mean, they look so futuristic in themselves. And what's happened is that Into the Metaverse holders will be, able to burn what they had, which was a capsule NFT, and burn it for one of these items. Now, we don't know what these items will represent in the metaverse, but we certainly know that they are going to be something special because it's kind of the early adoption of this particular set of wearables. So for me, it's kind of screaming, look, if you're wanting to get involved in these brands, these are the products that are the ones to think about looking into more, because actually this is going to be something that will be quite sought after once the hype takes off. And these are the earlier collections, so you can imagine how that's going to be taken for the particular community that's interested in it. So, two major brands, both stepping into the virtual wearable space and dropping this at the same time. Guys, I think they're onto something. Well, there we have it. Nike and Adidas both doing very bullish things in the virtual wearables world. And not only that, but doing it at exactly the same time. So really, really making their mark. And what excites me about that is that the opportunity for us is to really clearly see what they're pushing, not just for themselves, but for us and the way that we live out our social norms, the way that we're going to be flexing the things that we want to wear, not just in real life, but also online as well. And that for me is making me think, that's the next smart move for us as consumers. Obviously not financial advice, but definitely something worth considering and looking into a lot more. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There are plenty more on my channel to help you really get your foot into the world of Web3. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you, and thanks so much for watching.